Hello everyone, my name is Ivana and this is my midterm presentation for class CIS3367. For this project, I decided to focus on an important topic that represents one of major health concerns in the US, obesity. For this presentation, I will analyze data about obesity of children 10 to 17 years old and explore its links to availability of the farmer markets in each state and also links obesity to diabetes. I'm gonna use the advanced features of Excel as pivot tables, dashboard, and Power View, as you can see in my final report. So I'm gonna go back. To raw data, and I'm gonna select the table, and I will create the pivot table first. So I'm gonna click Insert, Pivot Table, and I'm gonna put New Worksheet. Click OK, and I'm gonna select State, and I'm gonna look at the number of farmers markets in each state, and I'm gonna look at the percentage of 10 to 17-year-old obesity. You see that states got populated into the rows. I'm gonna put the other values under the values, and I'm gonna choose value settings and put it into average, both of them. I'm gonna do the same for the second one, and then I'll go to the second pivot table. I go back to raw data, and I will click Insert, Pivot Table again, this time into the existing worksheet. Then I'm gonna click on this little arrow, click on a sheet, put cursor in this cell A58, put Enter and OK. And I also can rename this sheet to pivot tables. I will, for this pivot table, I will use again state, and I'm gonna choose to look at self-reported obesity percentage and percentage of diagnosed diabetes. And state will be in the rows again. Both other data will be under the values, and I'm gonna choose again average for both of them. Clicking OK, and here I have both pivot tables looking at different views of the data. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to create a dashboard, and I need to create pivot charts first. So I'm gonna click on the first cell of the table, and I'm gonna click Analyze Pivot Chart and put Clustered Column Chart. Click OK, click Ctrl X, and put this chart on a separate sheet, which I can rename it a dashboard, and click in the cell, Ctrl V, and here we have our desired chart. And I'm gonna go back to pivot tables and do the same with the second pivot table. Click into the first cell and analyze pivot chart. This time I'm gonna choose bar and clustered bar, put OK, and Ctrl X, and put it into the dashboard sheet by Ctrl V. And now I can adjust the width. I can see the different data. Here I can compare average number of farmers markets and average of obese children, and also average self-reported obesity and potential linkage to diabetes. Next I will create Slicer. A slicer is very powerful. It can help to filter data. So I'm gonna click on Analyze, Insert Slicer. I put State and click OK. I can move it up here, and also under the options I can make it 4 columns. I can enlarge it. And I can also under the options make a design, for example this one, And in order to be able to filter data in both charts simultaneously, I click on report connections and click both pivot tables, click OK. And in that way I can, for example, choose California and I see the data in both charts change simultaneously. I click Control, I put Colorado and choose different states and see how the data choose accordingly. Next, what I'm going to create is a powerful report, which is called Power View. And Power View feature of Excel enables us to present data in a more dynamic and interactive way. I'm going to go back to raw data and I will click on Power Pivot, Add to Model. I click my table has headers because I want the same headers. And now this table opens. I can rename it model data, but I will not really use this table. It's just necessary to have for the Power View presentation, so I can close it up. And I can go back to highlighted raw data, and I'm gonna now create the Power View. I'm gonna put insert and Power View. My Power View sheet will open. And as soon as it will open, I can design more charts and present data in a more interactive way. So it's opening right now. And I will see that many data will show up in my table. So I will click off these data because I'm not really interested in all of them. And what I'm going to choose is a number of farmers markets per 100,000 and also a percentage of obesity in children, and I use the state. And I'm gonna look at it like this. I'm gonna put design and I'm gonna put clustered column and present data in this way. The next I will choose another map, which I'm going to choose from the different point of view. I'm going to click state and I'm going to look at the diagnosed diabetes by state, and I'm going to choose design and a map, and it will show me all the different states and how the diabetes is presented in what percentage in each state. And I can also click layout and I can do the data labels and put them in the center. To have a little bit more visualization. So that's a powerful, and if I click on any bubble, it immediately shows also the linked data in the chart above. So that would be about the Power View, and my final report data looks like this: raw data, pivot tables where I created different pivot tables, different point of view. I created dashboard. I went ahead and I created some more charts and slicers which are connected to these charts simultaneously, and you can filter through them. And this is my Power View where I created 2 extra charts like pie charts looking at the school district participating in farm to school programs, and also this bar chart to have a totally interactive presentation. And whenever I click on any state here in the map, it will reflect in all the other charts. It's all connected. So thank you so much for your attention. Thank you.